Hey folks, welcome to another Friday fishing forecast, and it looks like the weather is going to be absolutely beautiful for this weekend. High 70s, low 60s for the lows in the morning. The tides are going to be slow moving tide, hard moving outgoing tide until early morning, 9:30 or so, I think what it was. Yeah, 8:53. You'll have a negative low, and then it's a very slow incoming tide for the rest of the day, and we'll get into the tides and slooners for this weekend. The bite has been a little bit off the last couple of days because of the full moon. It's made it a little tough, but not totally tough. We went out today, caught a bunch of hogfish, had a really good time, caught some porgies, caught some red grouper, caught some gag grouper. We only fished in 47 feet of water, so we didn't go off far. We could still see the buildings. I know some other guys that went out to 80 feet and they did very well with multiple different species. The inshore bite has been really good for grouper, so especially on these slower tides, and as we get away from the full moon, it's only going to get better. I want to say thank you to everybody that came out to Finn's Fishing Club. It was a great meeting as usual. We meet on the first Tuesday of every month at Finn's Dockside in Apollo Beach. So if you get a chance, come on out and see what the club is about, and if you like it, you can join. If not, then you don't have to join. Let's go ahead and get into the tides and slooners for this weekend, and we'll also talk about what events that we have coming up. On Saturday, we have a low tide at 8:53 a.m. at a negative 0.46 foot. Then we have a high tide at 1:01 a.m. at a 2.31 foot. Then we have a negative low tide on Sunday at 9:35 a.m. at a negative 0.40. So as you can see, it's a negative low tide in the morning, but then it's a very slow incoming tide for the rest of the day. And I know offshore, when that tide started to kind of slack off, is when those fish kind of slacked off on us. So just keep that in mind. Great tide for inside Tampa Bay for fishing for grouper and snapper. Not a big fan of it offshore, but I still think the bite's going to be really good because we're coming off that full moon, and I think the fish are going to eat pretty good because they ate really good right before it, and then as that full moon started to kind of set in, the bite kind of went down and down and down, and then it should start to go back up again, especially with this beautiful weather. Let's go ahead and talk about the slooners for this weekend. On Saturday, we have a minor feeding time from 8:52 a.m. to 9:52 a.m. and we have a major feeding time from 1:32 p.m. to 3:32 p.m. Then on Sunday, we have a minor feeding time from 9:38 a.m. to 10:38 a.m. and then we have a major feeding time from 2:22 p.m. to 4:22 p.m. So those are the tides and slooners for this weekend, and like I said, the slooner periods have actually been pretty good. We did really well on a slooner period when I went up to Crystal River. We did really well on a slooner period today. It actually got better as we got later in the slooner, but it worked out very well. We caught a lot of fish, a lot of hogfish, porgy, stuff like that. So I want to say thank you to everybody that's been sending in pictures for the top catches. And I really appreciate you guys doing that. Let's go ahead and get into the top catches for this week. Okay, in this first catch, we have Jennifer Alessi with 3 hogfish she caught on our jigs on a spot that her husband found by using the relief shading. In this next picture, we have Brian Allen with a real nice shark he caught using the ball jig. Last but not least, this is Deb McInnes. Her husband put her on the sweet spot again in Tampa Bay. 37 feet, she caught 3 keepers, 25, 27, and 28 plus inches in less than 30 minutes at the top of the slooner on the minor feed. So thank you again for sending in all those pictures. We really appreciate it. And again, that just proves right there that the minor and major feeding times work very well. And so if you don't pay attention to them, I highly recommend to pay attention to them. I want to talk about an event that's coming up this weekend. We have the Cockroach Bay Cleanup starting at 1 p.m. Shannon Wise and Captain William Wise and Captain Mike Goodwine are putting this on. And then after the cleanup, we go to Salty Shamrocks, and for just showing up to clean up, you get 1 raffle ticket, and any unwrapped new toys that you bring, you'll get another raffle ticket for each toy. So bring some toys, enter the chance to get in to win these great raffle prizes, everything from charter trips to all kinds of stuff. I mean, they have a ton of stuff. I'm just more of a mouthpiece. I will be there. I'm not sure if Chad will, but we're gonna go fishing in the morning and then come back. So if you get a chance, Saturday at 1 p.m., we're gonna start the cleanup at Cockroach Bay and then move the party over to Salty Shamrock and do the toy drive. And all the toys are going to Hillsborough County Sheriff's Department to distribute to needy kids. Again, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. We really appreciate it. We've got a ton of videos coming up. I've been filming almost all of this week, and so I need to get into the editing room and start editing the videos, but we have a lot of stuff coming up. We took a field trip to Crystal River. That was a good time, and had a lot of fun with Brian, aka Nannerman Hoops, and his wife Sabrina, aka the Ripper Hoops. So I appreciate them taking me up there. We fished with Captain Mario Castello, had a blast. We caught trout and redfish. It was a lot of fun. So anyway, thank you for watching. Fish more, catch more, and we'll see you on the flip side.